the 46th President of the United States, Joe Biden.
My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser. You have the morals of an alley cat.
Please welcome the 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump.
We had the greatest economy in the history of our country. I didn't have sex with a porn star. We have never done so well.
Hi, this is Niyah and I'm with Shashank Mattoo right now. The US presidential debate is over and social media platforms are being flooded with memes right now. We have a collection of memes ourselves and not just that, we have a couple of Twitter reactions as well. So Shashank and I are going to sit together. We're going to open it right now, real time, and we're going to react on those memes. So let's begin. Let's move on to the first one.
Okay, please.
Okay, so as you can see on the screen here, we
Death
have
Note, yeah.
yes, we have a tweet that has been reposted by Elon Musk, and I think you should go first about the Death Note reference.
You know, yeah, okay, this is a good one. I just feel like Elon's humor is a little suspect these days. That's just me. This is my view. But yeah, honestly, because I was covering the debate from just this morning, it does feel like, oh wait, this is 23 hours ago. This was from before the debate.
But I mean, people are getting really creative with these memes.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
who would have thought of this?
That is true.
Okay, so let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, this is pretty good. This I have seen. This is pretty good.
It's a good reference as well.
Yeah, I know. I think it captures like a lot of the. I mean, you could put the entire globe on a map because America pretty much matters to all of us, and put that meme because we're all. Yeah, it's bad. It was not a great debate. That's for sure.
I bet US can relate.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so we'll move on to the next one now. I love this. I love how creative these people are getting. So the first presidential debate in a nutshell.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, he did, honestly, I don't know if we have those clips, but I would love to play them, where, you know, Biden just, for like minutes during the debate was just like staring off into the distance. And I was like, wow, you know, and then someone put that meme, I mean, it's not, I don't know if we have that meme, but it's like a meme where they say that, you know, Biden is Biden doing this on the stage looks like he's staring deep into the light, and then he gets distracted and he has to come back to this debate. So, you know,
there was this meme where there was a loading sign on top of Biden's head.
There's a lot of memes. He has not done a good job on that. Honestly, he just looks like he's not there. So this is fair.
Right.
This is accurate.
This is pretty accurate. Okay, this is actually clever.
Yes.
It's very insightful. We can go deep with this.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, with the ear thing, the funny thing is actually, I don't know if people noticed. If you did, we covered the debate, so we did, of course, which is that his earpiece, or I don't know, maybe a hearing aid, Biden's hearing aid fell out, which of course was not. If you're trying to look presidential and strong at the age of 81, that's probably not a good idea, but that's what happened. So that's what it seems like. Yeah,
it was not missed. It was there are lots of memes on that. But have you noticed, Shashank, that Biden is being shown as really, really old and sick? Like, just look at him; he's pale. Yeah. So I guess that's another thing in common with all these memes.
It's funny actually. I think we're going to put something out about this a little later about how much different Biden was just 10 years ago, right? Very very loud, very voluble, charismatic figure.
Right.
Yeah, now it's just a little weird to see him this old. So that's just my view at least, yeah.
And then let's talk about Trump as well. Why miss Trump?
Yes, that's true. The orange face. I mean, what can I say? I mean, in fact, I felt
quintessential orange face.
Honestly, I felt on this debate he was. I mean, this is a lot, right? Because okay, so some of the background to this meme is that the microphones was switched off for. So if you weren't speaking, your mic was switched off, which is very rare for American presidential debates. Most of the time, they keep interrupting each other and you can hear both of them. But this time they actually turned off the mic. So the debate, as it was, I mean, we were sitting here at 6 a.m. My colleague Farhan is somewhere and he was there with me as well. And you know, at 6 a.m., so we were just sitting there and it was very quiet, very like orderly debate. So yeah, President Trump, a little mean.
That's very unlike him.
Is mean and nasty, but he was not overly loud, I felt. So that was the game.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. This wasn't as funny as it was in, serious, but let's move on. So, Tremolo Tim.
Why they were clapping, bro, didn't even do anything. Biden tanked that debate all on his own. I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, it's a little sad.
I feel sad, yeah, it is sad.
Moving swiftly on.
Okay. So
Yeah,
this is a
Mr.
character
Burns.
from The Simpsons.
Yeah, Mr. Burns, and I think it just encapsulates how much this wasn't Biden's night. I think that this
But
was.
it's a very strange resemblance. I mean, how do people look at it and think, okay, you know what he looks like?
There's this trend that's come up of The Simpsons always sort of predicting U.S.
True.
politics and world
The
politics.
pandemic,
absolutely,
whatnot.
yes. So yeah, that's a big
Good
thing with The
observation,
Simpsons.
yes.
Yeah, so can I say that's why I'm here? I'm not here for the memes. I'm here for my astute geopolitics.
So smug.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I am what I am. Whatever.
Okay. Liberals leaving the US after Trump is re-elected.
Yeah, but this is what they said about in 2016 as well. None of them
Exactly.
actually left, right? Like everyone keeps talking about this. No one actually left. But fair enough.
But you know what? While we're on that tangent, I noticed a lot of people, being very divided. I don't know if you saw, there was this mother-daughter duo, and they were very divided on who should come.
Yeah.
I think some people are genuinely considering moving out of the country
Yeah.
if they're so.
Yeah, I think I've a lot of. I mean, this is a completely separate tangent. I know this is supposed to be a meme review.
Yeah.
But in fact, like this is the thing. So I had the great privilege of studying abroad for a little while, and I had so many American friends, I think, who just refused to go back or didn't want to go back because of how things have been going in America. Funny thing is that you used to back in the day find it so difficult to explain Indian politics because Indian politics can be pretty strange sometimes.
Absolutely.
But frankly speaking, American politics is so much funnier these days.
I mean, if we
that-
did a meme review with Indian politics,
Yeah,
I think
Indian
we'd
politics
be
is
here
really
for
the
an
best.
hour.
Yeah,
easily.
that's for sure. Oh dear, no, this is more.
This is by
Biden.
Joe Biden himself.
Yes.
He says Donald Trump spent the night talking about himself, his lies, his legal woes, his affairs with a porn star, and his golf championships at his own club.
What a bunch of malarkey. Malarkey is the Irish word for.
Boo hockey.
I don't know if I can say it, but
There are a
like
lot of-
if our colleague Rishika could put up like a suitably
Yeah, we could
beeped
censor
out
it.
explicit thing there, then yes. So it's Irish for when
Shit.
something is
Bunch of
nonsense.
shit, yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry.
Thank you so much, Niyah, for filling in for me on that one. Yes, so unfortunately, I don't think Joe Biden has succeeded in doing that. I know he sort of came out and tried to act like he
Yeah.
had it all together. I don't think that worked out.
I
very
think
well
he
for him.
looked the most alive, and I might be controversial when I'm saying this, but he looked the most alive after the debate. So when the post,
Yeah, it
the
doesn't-
celebrations probably when he was at the Waffle House. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, I know. Waffle House had to give him the ice cream. Yeah, that's the joke about the ice cream as well. That's for sure. President, that's the tweet as well. Kamala Harris. I think that Kamala Harris will be. We have actually now morphed into tweet review. Less
Yeah.
meme review. But
I warned you.
yeah, okay, she did warn me. That's true. I walked myself into this. But the important thing to remember here, I think, is Kamala Harris. Now, this is very interesting. I know anyone who's been watching this will know that the big conversation right now is that the Democratic Party has to ask itself
Yes.
whether it wants to switch out President Biden, who's given a very, very halting performance in this debate, very, very bad performance. Whether, since he's 81, do they want to switch him out and get someone else to run for the presidency in November? Remember that we're only in June, it's a long, long time till the November elections. So people are saying that, hey, should we get someone else to run in this campaign? And Kamala Harris, who's the Vice President of the United States, is the top contender. So I think that she will be very interesting.
I mean, I guess things are bad when people are out on the streets saying, I would rather vote for a convict and,
Yeah.
instead of someone who does not know where he is.
Yeah, I think that's
So
really
that's
the
bad.
issue. Unfortunately, he hasn't managed to fight off that impression. Unfortunately,
Okay, moving on to the next one.
It's exactly what you said actually. Choice is clear. Elizabeth Warren. Yes, notice here how no one is saying that the president did a particularly good job on
Yeah.
debate night. No, even the supporters are not saying he did a particularly good job. This is Elizabeth Warren, who some of you may know is a senator from. Which state is it? Is it Massachusetts? No, it's not Massachusetts. I'm going to come back to
Yeah,
that.
do that.
But of course, she's a very prominent senator. Ran for president several times. Didn't make it. Significantly to the left of President Biden. But they've become political allies.
But it's rather, the choice is not clear.
No, I think that the thing is,
There's
you're
this hashtag going on, we deserve neither, or we deserve better than both
yeah,
of them.
that's
So
true. I feel like
I guess
people
the choice isn't really that clear.
that
but
is true. It is not.
let's move on. Dr. Jill Biden.
Yeah, this is what we talked about, right? I mean, this is just. I hope you heard his heart tonight.
So
'cause
somebody
you couldn't hear his voice.
Exactly. Somebody
that's-
commented you couldn't hear
His
his
voice,
voice.
that's true,
Might
it
as well
was-
hear his heart.
That is true. That is true. So that was Jill Biden, the wife of President Biden. Maria Shriver, the wife of Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Yes.
the Terminator, the Governator, the governor of California as well.
She started off right with, I love Joe Biden.
Yes, there's panic in the Democratic Party. It's going to be a long night. So, we talked to you about getting people interested in the idea that President Biden may actually be removed as his party's nominee and get someone else put in. So, that is another interesting.
Do you agree? Do you want that? Do you think that would be a good choice?
Yeah, see, here's the problem, right? I feel like Biden is a known quantity.
Yeah.
He is. You have spent 4 years building political equity around him and a political brand and political messaging. To now pull that out and say that we're going to get someone else and then in 4 months make them, president worthy is a lot, right? It's not something that's done very easily, and the Democrats will need someone very charismatic, very brilliant, who's able to unify the party and go on and do it. And also, just now that you asked me that question, the big problem is this, right? That we talked about Kamala Harris, the Vice President of the United States, who would be the logical successor, but the problem is she's not very popular either. She may be a better debater than President Biden. She may be more focused and sharp, but she's not very popular, and she doesn't have a very good reputation for being a good governor, someone who can handle issues. So that is going to be tough. Yes,
I think being a witness of the Indian government, I think we can confidently say that not everything is based around your metal. I think a lot of it also depends on people's maybe opinion of your identity. I think a lot of people attach themselves to the identity.
Someone said that politics is perception.
Exactly.
And
so that's why I agree with
the perception around Kamala Harris is not very good. So the point being that if Kamala Harris wants to be president, she may not. If you're a Democrat and you want someone who has a good shot of winning, Kamala Harris may not be your choice. But if you don't pick her, you're going to split the party right down the middle.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of people are going to say that, hey, you're bypassing a woman, someone who has Indian heritage, African American heritage. It's going to be seen as, I hate to say it, racist.
Right.
And so that's going to create a huge problem. And then the Democrats are going to have to figure out a way to solve that issue. And frankly, I don't know if they will in time for November. So they're really caught between a rock and a hard place. Really, I think that the best solution was for President Biden to put up a strong performance. He didn't.
Exactly.
And I feel like now they're stuck with him. They will have to wait for him to really show up in the next.
I think we're being real party poopers right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think the party has already been pooped, as it were. We are just simply raining on the parade. The parade has left. We're not raining on the parade. There's no one there anymore. So that's
which is raining.
Yeah, the party has been pooped. Like, I mean, there's nothing else to say. I mean, you go on Twitter right now, and it's quite a. I was going to say something.
I think we're striking a good balance of laughing and crying about
that. That is true. In fact, my Twitter is now being flooded with memes about this situation. I would show them to Niyah, but yes, I'm just looking for the memes. But Niyah will.
We can root them later on the live. But let's move on to the next one.
President Trump proved once again why he's the leader America needs. Okay, Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas. Okay. Nothing more to see here?
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's the end of our memes.
That's the end of our meme list and Twitter reaction list. So would you like to conclude this?
Yeah, I am, but I'm just saying that I have some fascinating memes that I would love to share.
Yeah, you can read them out aloud and we can.
Oh no, but it's never fun to read them out, unfortunately. But
Then I guess.
Actually, I'll show them to you. Actually, there's one meme. Please look at this one.
This reminds me of that part where Trump was asked to speak and he said, I don't know what he said and I don't think he knows what he said.
Yeah,
either.
Oh my god, that was a good moment. That was one of those zinger moments that you just look at and you're like, he
stole the show.
Yeah, there's that meme format, right? Where someone is like, terrible
like
news.
Sitcom,
Terrible news. The worst person you know just made a great joke, and that was what Trump's joke was. I was like, he is. That's what people say about him. Even people who hate him is that he can be quite funny.
Absolutely.
And I don't think President Biden was funny. I don't think he was quite there.
He was rather sad too.
Yeah, it was a little. Yes, they have. This is a good one.
Oh my god,
yeah.
That's dark.
No, it was pretty good. Again, what we were talking about posture.
Yeah.
Yes. One second.
But I really like the live one. That was funny.
Yes. Oh, as in, no, this is not memes. But the memes are over.
The memes are officially over.
And of course there's this.
Oh, everybody's seen this.
Everyone.
This is sad.
Yes, just the.
It's that video of two old people wrestling, and that being Donald Trump and President Biden.
Oh, and this is a good one. This is a great meme.
It's insane that there's no live fact checking.
It's okay. You can add them later.
Yeah. It's insane that there's no live fact checking. Every answer is like. Okay, so it's a quote. I don't know if I should read. Biden saying Trump did this and it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Do you think we should role play like you? I don't
No, it's okay. We should. Anyway, just that we put up this meme as well. But I
Yeah.
think that the interesting thing about this meme was that it talked about the fact that, and those of you who saw this debate might realize that actually this is a lot cleaner than past debates. Like usually moderators in the debate, they get involved, they ask questions, they say, no sir, you've not told the truth. They really push and harry candidates. It's a very at one level it opens up moderators to these accusations that they're being sort of biased, but also it also keeps candidates honest and on their toes, right? In this debate they did none of that, right? It's sort of like if Niyah was Dina Bash, I think that's her name, and I was Jake Tapper, those are the moderators, and they were just reading from a script and saying, you have said that you will fix the economy with these measures, what will you do? And even if President Trump went off and said, oh, by the way, let's talk about like immigration, right? And they never came back to the question of the economy, they'd be like, okay, cool, then let's move on.
Yeah.
And then they moved on to defense,
Right.
and then Trump would talk about like gender rights or so on and so forth, and then the voters were like, okay, then I guess that's fine, and they just move on. So they refuse to challenge any of the candidates.
A
I
lot of
think that
people have been calling this meeting very boring, uneventful.
it was uneventful, but
No real points being made. Very
That's
high
true.
school diss track sort of a
oh,
thing.
very interesting. That's an interesting meme. Perhaps you should make some memes as well.
I might just.
But,
let's just make a rap out of their dialogues.
Yes, that's true. So those are the memes.
Yes.
You will see, and some of the tweets. I'm sorry, we mixed some of the memes and some of the deeper discussion. So we have fooled you. We sort of got you into the memes, but you stayed hopefully for the commentary and political analysis. I hope so. Okay, so that was me, Shashank Mattoo.
And me, Niyah Shukla, and we're signing off.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.